What's going on? Welcome to the Iccy Showw. I am here with a very special artist from Florida to Boston 617, F.W. Speilberg in the building. He has a lot to talk about, and you need to know what he's been doing his whole career. So welcome to the Iccy Showw. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too. Also too, Orlando was my new home.
Oh, okay.
I got to represent Strong Island, Long Island, New York. What up? Stand up. What's good?
Okay. New York in the building. You know, that's my spot, my second home over there. So salute to you. Welcome to the Iccy Showw in Boston. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So let them know you started as an artist and where you're at now. And so let them know. I just heard some of his fire music.
The music thing. So I started out as an artist a long time ago. Kind of like I had a great time with the music and stuff. You know, it was independent. It was around the time when the independent labels was really popping. You know what I'm saying? 2000, 1998, around that area. Started out with Resmob Records and, you know, independent deals. At the time was probably the way to go if you had some funding behind you. And so got a chance to do some music with some great people, Kwame, and we was producing, not doing the polka dot song and nothing like that.
Oh, okay.
You know, Vinny Idol, shout out to Vinny Idol, Easy Mo B. So some of these hip hop artists, for y'all youngsters out there, I'm 45 years old, so back in that day, these were the producers that are legends right now. You know what I'm saying? Got a chance to meet, you know, DJ Premier, Guru, and did a lot of work with all of them. Jam Master Jay, shout out to all of them. But you know, the independent industry was really popping. A lot of the legends and the OGs right now that y'all know today, if y'all didn't know, they had independent labels with big labels pushing them. You know what I'm saying? Like TVT was pretty big. Koch was pretty big. And we was an independent label that, you know what I'm saying, that had some money behind us and had some, you know, a lot of support and stuff. So I did that, got a chance to tour overseas and travel and build a worldwide following and brand. You know, had some hits that was, you know, on the European charts. In the States, it was really tough. It was, if you wasn't connected, you really wasn't going to get, you know, in where you needed to get into, or if you wasn't getting support from the DJs, you had to go out and put the hard work in, you know, with the streets. You had to go and do shows. You had to go to cities. You had to build your following. It was not, let me get some likes, some friend requests. And Facebook, it was about, you know what I'm saying, going out and really earning that loyalty.
Definitely.
You know? And so the industry treated me, you know what I'm saying, pretty well. But just like everything else, you know, it comes to an end. And, you know, if your heart's in it and stuff like that and you love hip hop, then you're going to, you know, figure out a way to stay in that lane. But if not, you know, what I did was after the hip hop was over and, you know, I had to regroup. I took a little time off and I reinvented myself and I went from Big Flav to F.W. Speilberg, and because I still like entertaining and stuff like that, I stayed on the microphone, but I just wasn't spitting bars. I was just putting things together, you know, helping shows get together, you know what I'm saying? Dog shows, mainly.
That's dope.
Yeah, so, but still, hip-hop is always in my heart. We heard some music that I did in the last couple of months.
Fire.
And you're trying to encourage me to come back, but...
Yep, he needs to come back. Honestly, he would beat a lot of rappers out there in the industry. I'm just saying. I mean, he's a beast, and for real. Will, you need to convince him. I see you on here.
Yeah, Will, don't do it. Don't listen to it. Don't listen to it. What's up, Mark Wayne Johnson? Thank you for tuning in.
So... since you started doing the music and then now where you are doing the dog shows, what made you really want to go the route you're at? That really pushed you say, no, you know, I'm not going to be a rapper anymore. Yeah. I'm going to pursue on doing this. What really made you go that route, you would say?
You know, artists, you know, for me to, first of all, music has always been about evolving. You know, the younger artists right now, there's a lot of talent and stuff like that. And there's still a genre, there's still a market for me, you know what I'm saying, as an older MC. It's just a lot of work, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, sometimes your passion is still there, but you see something else that you want to pursue. And, you know, I've incorporated and encompassed both of them. So, you know, I got into the dog game, into the bullies. American Bully is the breed of my preference. And when I started doing it, I was like, I switched totally over. You know what I'm saying? Pit Bulls has been in the rap ever since. Shout out to DMX and all of the folks that rock, you know, in that fashion, and always had those dogs and stuff like that. But the American Bully was a newer breed. It was a designer breed. and it's a companion breed. They're a lot bigger dogs, a lot muscular, and they're a lot more popular than American Pit Bull Terriers. But when I went to the dog shows and stuff like that, I was going to be a breeder. You know what I mean? And so when I went to go become a breeder, you know, you're fresh. You're just learning stuff, you know. But I went to the shows and we just started talking and having a good time. And somebody asked me, yo, can you get on the microphone and just tell everybody about, you know what I'm saying, your experience here? And so I was like, yeah. So that took me right back to going back on the stage and you know, spitting bars and performing and doing comedy and all of that stuff. And so it really like gave me a whole nother lane. It was like I can enjoy these dogs and I can get on the mic and entertain. I ain't got to rap about it, but I can get on there and speak, get my fix out of being, you know, heard and a performer and bring a different energy to it. So I utilize that, you know what I'm saying, to start my new brand, which was like TSC Live. And then Facebook Live really put, you know, it really validated what I was trying to do, because when Facebook Live started, I was able to not only just like be myself, but I was able to give the world myself. So like you doing your live shows, you know what I'm saying? You able to be you and doing what you love, interviewing people, whatever it be, hip hop entrepreneurs or whatever, you know, like you was able to bring what you love to the live. And that's what I did. I brought what I love to Facebook Live. And I started probably in like 2014 and 15. And that's when the live first started.
Yes.
And when it first started, it allowed you to, you know what I'm saying, to be who you are. No rehearsal, mistakes, everything.
Yes.
And as long as you secure it yourself, you know what I'm saying, people are going to enjoy you because they know that you're real. You know, and everything's not scripted, it's not edited. Yes. And, you know, only certain people can really do, you know, successful lives. So I started taking my journey on the road and hitting the live button. Right? I get on the plane, hit the live button.
That's me.
Get off the plane, hit the live button. You know, I let everybody live, you know what I'm saying, what I was living and through the eyes of me. And, you know, I just so happen to be a likable guy that is not, you know, afraid to be goofy and have fun and enjoy life. But I've also, you know, given back by sharing my experiences. So when I went to the Philippines and Italy and the UK and Chicago and all of these places, you know what I'm saying, people was able to come with me. And that's how you build followers. Followers turn to supporters, and then supporters turn into, you know what I'm saying, businesses because you got the support. You know what I mean?
Yes. You said you were a comedy. You were into comedy. What made you stop in that?
There's no really like, you know, comedy is a very, it's an art, right? A lot of people, oh, he's funny. It's not funny when you're on stage and you got a 7 to 15 minute set and you forget. It's an art form. You got to really embrace it. You got to be vigilant. You got to be committed. You got to be confident. You got to sharpen the iron, right? So you got to work on that. And so it just wasn't enough, you know, flowing for me to really like embrace it. But I did it, and I worked with some greats, man. Rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, T.K. Kirkland, Michael Blackson, Drew Ferguson, and you know, just a bunch of great people, man. Earthquake, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of people I got a chance to work with, but you know, and also too, man, you don't make a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was living in Long Island, New York, you had to get on the train and go all the way to Manhattan to Caroline's and work in the B room, and hopefully you was making $100. So by the time I got there and ate and drank, I wasn't coming home with nothing.
Oh, wow.
But, you know, shout out to all of the comedians out there that made a life out of it. Rip Michaels, he's on Wild 'N Out.
Yeah.
He was giving me opportunity after opportunity in the Hamptons. So shout out Rip Michaels.
Oh, wow. That's dope. Out of all the careers that you've been, I mean, I love how you are. You're different. You know, you do different categories. You're rapper, comedy, and now you're doing the dog shows.
Right.
And you have your own clothing line. Out of everything, what can you say that you favor the most right now? Since you're 40, you said 42, right?
45.
45. Yeah. You don't look 45.
Thank you. Black don't crack. Black don't crack. Black don't crack now.
It's how you take care of yourself.
I try to drink a lot of water, stay hydrated in between the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, you know, every adventure or everything that I'm trying to do is so like, and it's so motivation. It's like, it's very passionate because, you know, anything that I do, I turn it into my main focus. You ever had that one person that, you know, are the addictive personality, the person that will do something and just can't stop? Yeah. Well, the good thing is mine's legit, legal, and it's not drugs, right? It's like, it's the hustle, it's the grind, it's motivation. Like, I'm not scared to fail, right? So whatever I do, And I'm not scared to do it on here neither. Like, I'm not scared to fail on here. I burn food on all the time, trying to be a cook, right?
Oh, okay.
It's
I'll
pretty
have to give you
entertaining.
some cooking. I love to cook.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to get some of my recipes because usually if it ends with a burnt frying pan, it ain't, you know what I mean? It's not edible. But what I'm saying is, you know, me being like, me trying to go to the next level is, you know, is what's the best, you know, motivation ever. So like right now, I'm enjoying building the Badass Bully Club.
See his gear right here.
Yeah. We embroidered. We doing the 3D and just trying to give you guys a quality product. But the challenge is to get people to like, you know, join a membership. And what's the benefit? Why are you going to spend $24 with me? Why are you going to spend $100 with me for a year? What am I getting out of it? And you should always question yourself before you spend money and invest or, you know, join something. You know, is it a representation? Is it this? Is it that? So, you know, when it's all said and done, what I like is what's on my plate. That's what is the most enjoyable thing. You know, right now, BABC, the Badass Bully Club, it can stand for a lot of different things. Building a better community, Bulls and Breeders Club, you know, it could be all of that. Somebody calling. But, you know, whatever's on my plate is in front of me, that's the most enjoyable thing.
Right.
And we're trying to kill it every single time.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now in this career?
Man, you know, in 5 years, I feel like if you would have asked me 5 years ago where I see myself, it would have never been where I'm at
Me
now.
too. I say the same thing.
It would have never been because, you know, hopefully I'm blessed enough to be here still. But more importantly, you know, hopefully whatever I've started 5 years ago has matured and the seed has grown into a tree and is firmly rooted. You know, so I really hope BABC is doing well. I hope that I've got a platform that's big enough for me to, you know, uplift more people, and I hope that I've started some more companies that has been successful and is running. You know, 5 years, I hopefully that, you know what I'm saying, that my businesses is running to the point where I can get up in the morning and choose a city and go set up shop on a Saturday and Sunday and give out food, blankets, you know, toys and coats to some kids and families in need and really give people motivation and give them a something to be happy about, something to be rejoicing. You know, I really just want to spend a good majority of my life blessing people back. That's so... Because I've prayed a lot for blessings, right? I've prayed a lot for blessings. And when you get a blessing, you got to give 2 or 3.
Facts.
Right? You got to spread it. You got to spread it. And that's what, you know, anybody that's out there that's struggling, you know, you got to trust and believe that what, you know, those tests are going to be, they're going to be what's going to allow your blessings to come or not. There's a lot of people that get tested, you know what I'm saying? Like you get money and instead of you doing what you need to do, you do what you want to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know you need to go take care of some past debt. You know you need to help out your baby mama or your baby daddy or do the right thing, right? Instead of just going out and flashing and doing whatever. Nah, that's not going to keep your blessings flowing. It might feel good inside, but you know you should have took care of business. So, you know, in 5 years from now, I hope I'm able to bless people abundantly because I've been blessed and because I've been passing it on and doing what I need to do. I hope that, you know, it comes back. But if it's not like that, I'm going to tell you that in 10 years, I'll be able to do it, or 15, you know, if I'm able-bodied and able to be here.
That's dope. That's definitely dope. Who inspired you to do your careers?
You know what? The world has inspired me. I can't say that one person has because you inspired me today.
Thank you.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like, me and you had a deep conversation over Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, right? Definitely. Bomb food, by the way. First time I had it, delicious. I recommend it.
But just hearing your story inspires me. So everybody that I cross paths with has been inspiring to me. And I hope that everybody that continues to mingle and intermingle and feed off each other is inspiring to each other. You know, people that has given me an opportunity, they've been inspirational. They've been motivating. People that's doubted me. People that's hated on me. They have all been a part of my success. So I'm going to send prayers and blessings to everybody because if you gave me a thumbs down and a mad face on here, thank you. Because you made me wonder why you might have did that. Maybe I needed to check myself. Reevaluate myself. You could have lifted me up higher than anybody that was giving the thumbs up. Maybe there was one real dude was like, this dude needs a G check or something like that. So you got to take all of that stuff into consideration. God giving me the strength every day to do it has been one of the biggest inspirations ever.
Yes.
You know, and of course your family, man. You know,
Yes.
having a wife, having daughters, grandsons, you know, all of that. So when I get up in the morning, I give thanks. And then I remember why I'm out here putting my life on the line and why I'm out here doing what I need to do. And then it just all falls in place. And it's like, yeah, you're meant to be doing what you need to do. Now start your day out. But you always got to give thanks.
Yes.
And you always got to think about those that might be down.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? Try to pick somebody else up, you know what I'm saying? Even when you down, could help you.
Facts,
You know what I mean?
definitely. When I was going through something, I knew someone, you know, that they were going through it because, you know, you could tell by someone's energy.
Right.
And like, you know, everyone's been hurt. Everyone's been through trauma, you know,
Right.
especially 2020. It's been crazy for everyone. Not one person has suffered this year.
Yeah.
Everyone has suffered.
In some way, shape, or form.
Yeah. And I've been telling everyone, I'm like, you know, you have to make a change. And I still see people doing the same shit they were doing, excuse my French, doing a year ago.
Right.
And it's like, why didn't you change? 2020 was an eye opener. Like, what don't you understand? Pick up the Bible, read the Bible, and we're living that right now. Like,
right.
most of the stuff in there is crazy.
Right.
And
2020, you know, COVID-19, you know, it made you, you know, it made you adapt to life. Like our new life now is masks, right?
Yes.
Sanitizer, all of the stuff that we should have been doing to prevent it regardless, but we laughed at when China was walking around with it. You know, they've been walking around with it for many years with the mask on, everybody looking at them. I'm in airports a lot, so I've seen it a lot.
Right, right.
You know, why are they so crazy about it? But look at what happened with this COVID situation. It turned a lot of hustlers into you know what I'm saying, real hustlers.
Yeah, facts.
It turned a lot of people into, you know what I'm saying, you found out how strong your family was.
Yes.
You found out how, you know, how unhealthy you was.
Yes.
You found out how you need to, you know, how you can budget now, right?
Yeah.
Or you can go out there and make some money, or you can be independent. You know what I mean? So it's been the ups and downs, and we've lost a lot of people, whether it was COVID related or if it was the conspiracy. Regardless, there's been a lot of, you know, fallen, you know, people behind this. So me, you know, 2020 to me has just been like one of the most inspiring years. And I'm not saying that I'm happy COVID hit, but it really put me in a position where it was like, you're going to find out if you're real about what you're trying to do, if you really want to pursue it, if you really want to go 100 at it.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to really do it. And you can use COVID as the excuse, or you can say, I failed because of it.
Right.
You know, when my back was against the wall, what did you do? Did you fight to stay up, or did you just bow down? You can't bow down. You got to fight in anything. Cancer, COVID, the life, anxiety, depression, you got to fight through it all in order to be victorious. So I think COVID-19, you know, in the most humblest way, you know what I'm saying, has put people, you know, into a champion state of mind. I got to win.
Yeah.
I got to move. I got to win. I got to do what I got to do.
That's dope, because I just had the tumor removed, and I was waiting since I got diagnosed in March, and they made me wait until July because the ORs were locked out. So my tumor grew, and then I went for emergency surgery in August.
Right.
And having those two major, I almost died in August.
Wow.
That's how bad it was.
Wow.
And I'm supposed to be taking chemo right now and all that shit. They were killing me in the hospital. When I say they were killing me in the hospital, the chemo was killing me. Like, I lost 20 pounds in 11 days in the hospital.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like,
well, you got, you know, I don't know. I've lost plenty of people from it. And of course, you know, when you see people going through cancer, you know, you know, right?
Right.
You see people, they losing their hair, they skinny. You know, that if something's in your body trying to kill something, there's no way it could be leaving everything else alone.
Right.
Facts. They inject it to come and kill cancer, but it's killing a lot of different things. That's why your immune system gets weak. So I commend you on that battle.
Thank you. I've been
more inspiration.
Yeah,
you
thank you. I appreciate
warrior,
it.
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
And so to me, you know, like, yeah, you know, like, you know, you found out, you know what I'm saying, in the last year, if you was really, you know, if your warrior spirit is in your heart, if you, you know, and it doesn't mean that you're weak by any means. It means that you're human.
Right.
That's all. It doesn't mean that you're weak. It doesn't mean that you can't be successful or you're not going to be successful. It just means that you just got to put, like, you know, more into it. You know, we try to motivate each other. We try to push each other. We try to let everybody know that, you know, that everybody goes through it, man. There's times you wake up and you don't even want to Sometimes some people wake up don't even want to live.
Yeah, that was
You
me.
know what I mean?
That was definitely me. I can say that. That
absolutely.
was me.
You know, and it's like, you never know what's going to change your world. That's why you got to go out there and you got to make a difference. A man once told me, if you ain't changing lives, you ain't doing shit.
Right, fast.
Right? So you can have all the money in the world, but if you ain't changing a life, what does it matter? Mm-hmm. If you ain't helping somebody, if you ain't making somebody happy, your money don't mean nothing. Because I ain't never seen a hearse with a U-Haul behind it. You?
No.
So that money ain't going nowhere. You're going to leave it right here, and it's the same dead presidents that's going to be on there.
Yeah.
It's going to be out here in circulation. But, if you ain't changing lives, you ain't doing nothing, man. So change a life.
Yeah,
every
definitely.
day. Motivate a life.
Yes, definitely. You have to, especially, like this year has been crazy for everyone. Mm-hmm. And that's why I started going harder with, I look at life like, I always say, time is money, money is time. And Absolutely. People don't get that. They really don't. And like a lot of people stopped talking to me when I got diagnosed with cancer. They were afraid to come around me and stuff, like weird shit. And it's like, you should be more of a friend and a supporter.
Come around.
Yeah, don't push away and I lost your phone number. Oh, gee, I seen you. Oh, too late now. Where were you when I needed you? That's a real friend to stick as a rock. You know. So
and we all human though, because like I'll be honest with you. Like there's been a lot of times where people I know is sick and stuff like that, and it's like it's selfish. You know what I'm saying? Because you think of yourself first. But it's like, I don't want to see them like that.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, you know what I mean? And it's like, it's understandable. Mm-hmm. But that person's dying to see you, literally.
Yeah.
Right? That person's dying to see you smiling, thinking about you and stuff. So you never know what your powers are, man. Your powers is always going to change, every day. It could be, you could have the power to change somebody's life by one of the most simplest gestures of acknowledging them.
Right.
A text. Right?
Yeah.
Or opening the door, giving them a compliment, or just words of encouragement. You see somebody with their head down, tell them to pick their head up. Mm-hmm. That costs nothing, man. Like 1 second of your life, somebody made sure that you was alert and aware to see your blessing coming, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So we do that. We build. That's how we build. I don't tear down. We build.
Definitely.
And I'm ready to build with anybody.
That's dope.
You feel me?
Yeah, that's dope.
With anybody.
That's how I am. I like to build and stay motivated, stay positive, and you just got to. Life's not promised. It really isn't. And I reckon everything you're doing. Yeah. But I really want his music to come back. So Will, you need to be in his ear because his music's fire. When you guys gonna go check out his music, let them know where they can check it out.
The music is on SoundCloud, FW Speilberg. I got a couple of songs up there. I put some songs up I did like 7 months ago. All of the songs is really for sale. You know what I'm saying? Like if anything comes from it, I would love to be helping write hits with people. I don't want to be an artist and really touring no more, but I would love to do whatever I can to help with artist development, writing, and stuff like that. But, like one of the things too, man, is, that old saying, if you love what you're doing, it ain't work and all of that. It's true, but at the end of the day, you can love what you do. But if you ain't passionate about what you do, then, your results are going to be significantly different. If you're not passionate about it, if it's not eating you, it's like, I don't want to go to sleep because I want to keep going. Because those are the sleepless nights that end up in the studio that the artists go through to make a song. I did that when I was younger. I need my sleep. You know what I'm saying? I'm older now. But, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so y'all can check that out. You can also check me out on Instagram, which we're building that. You know what I'm saying? We got like, a couple thousand followers, like 7,000-8,000 followers. Putting content on there. I'm also going to start a TikTok because we want to, that's the new wave, Being a little bit older, you become a little bit, what I'm saying? Like, I'm not technically savvy with it. My daughter knows how to maneuver, but, we're going to try to stay relevant and give the people what they need on all platforms. The YouTube channel is yardcrashes.com. Somebody really trying to get at me right now, but they need to be tuning to the show.
Yeah, they need to be tuning to see you.
And then Facebook on FW Speilberg. So those are all of the places that y'all can watch the journey. If y'all ever need anything, if it ain't even dog related, I'm open, because if you guys are paying attention and if you believe in what I've done or believe that I can help you, it's an honor to be able to be on the call. You know what I'm saying? To be on the list of the go-to, folks that might be able to assist, because we're just trying to bless everybody the way I've been blessed.
That's dope. That's dope. Who inspired you where you're at now that made you want to go into the first start in the music and then, to go
Well, like music in the beginning, like, who I listened to everything when it came to music. So like, rapping was just like, oh, yeah, he could try that too. When I first started, I played the piano and the drums.
Oh, that's dope.
So I was going, but it was not cool to be playing the piano, They was calling me Keyboard Kenny and all type of, like dissing me. And then you start playing the drums, and that was a little bit cooler. So music was always there. But, music, I'm a 70s baby, but I was born,
Mm-hmm.
My 80s is where it is. So hip hop, the evolution and the beginning of hip hop, it was just totally different.
Yes.
It was a beginning thing, and it was looked at as a fad, and it wasn't going to last. But when you watch it, you see it outlast everything. You're like, oh shit. So you'd be like 1993, who I was idolizing, in the 80s was Curtis Blow, and now 93, I'm idolizing like Pac and, Biggie, and
Yes.
look at the evolution of the hip hop where it came, Like, so like, in the beginning, it was like, it was the old heads.
Mm-hmm.
It was the old heads. Today, if I was to get into music, I got to shout out, all of the youngsters right now, man. Because y'all's music is different.
Oh, yeah. It's
the
totally
music
different.
is way different, but it's cool. It's cool. And it's your wave. It's your time to make. Y'all made y'all's wave. Y'all ride it as long as y'all can, because my time didn't come and go. It just came. It might have went a different way, and the wave might not be as big or as fun to ride for everybody. But, the youngsters right now, anybody with the name Lil in the front of it, Lil Baby, Lil this, Lil that, I rock with you.
Lil Durk right there.
Yeah, Lil Durk.
Yeah.
Because that's half the world, right? That's half the hip-hop world right there. It's like that Lil Yachty. I mean, all of those guys. Mm-hmm. But, I respect everybody, because you know what? All of y'all stories is what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be there.
If someone was to come to you to sign you, would you accept it, you think, if it was the right way? Or
I mean, no, I would not. Because to be a writer or something like that, yeah, I would definitely do that. But to be an artist, no.
Oh, wow.
Nah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't want to do it. One of the things that I learned too, interesting, is like, hip hop. I want to tell everybody that's out there in the music right now, no, I'm not Jay-Z. No, I don't have platinum records. But the same grind and the same, an artist is an artist. You love what you love. You do what you do. And, we, if you notice, man, some real young, talented people lost their lives.
Yes.
Over and over. And right now, when you die in the music industry as a rapper, well, when you are a rapper and you die in the music industry, 50% is by the hands of somebody in gun violence.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got a 50-50, if you're in the game, you got a 50% chance of dying doing something that you love. That's the highest percentage in any profession. Cops don't have that.
Damn, that's high.
Right?
Yeah, that's
the
very
most
high.
dangerous jobs don't have that.
That's crazy.
So when you look at it, man, you just got to be like, wow, like what you're living, you can really die trying.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm just going to tell everybody that your life is what you make it every single day, but make it worth it, because even going out here trying to be a productive or a platinum artist could cost you a lot, And I want to say rest in peace to all of those fallen soldiers, Mo 3, King Vaughn.
Fred the Godson.
Yeah, Fred. That he passed away of COVID, but like
they say the COVID.
They say right,
right? He
so
was doing good at
all of these artists and stuff, man. Y'all just love what you do, and just be careful, be safe, man. That's one of the reasons why I wouldn't be interested. And I got a 50% chance of dying by somebody smoking me. I ain't in the streets no more like that.
Right.
Not saying I was even in the streets like that. To even be a part of that. But at the end of the day, it's just a fact that, we got to really watch what we do and how we doing it. Look at XX, Triple X, whatever his name is, but he got smoked. Mm-hmm. These dudes getting smoked for no reason.
And they're young too, really young.
And they're getting money. And so people hate that.
Mm-hmm. They never want to see the next person succeed.
Yeah.
And instead of killing them, you should support them. Let me put some money in your pocket. Let's work together, make a team. You have to have a solid team. You have to be loyalty. Yeah. I live by the triple L's. Everyone knows that. Life, love, and loyalty. Yeah. Major 3. and people don't understand that, and that's why like you have to be solid. And I mean, everything you're doing, I look up to you. You know, thank you for Will to putting this interview together. Because
shout out Ill Will, shout out Vega Don.
Vega Don in the house too.
Jimmy over there too, man, with Woo.
Yep, Jimmy King.
You know, just everybody, man. You know, the network is big. The world is big. Between me, you, and 10 people on here, we probably know the whole world.
Facts.
But if you don't speak about it, if you don't give anybody, you know what I'm saying, there's this thing called an elevator pitch, right? The first 15 seconds, you got a chance to sell somebody on whatever you're trying to sell, or tell somebody whatever you're trying to get them to, you know what I'm saying, to know. So just make sure your 15 seconds is worthwhile and you're getting out as much as you can, because, you know, you never know who you're going to meet. Everywhere I go, every city I go, I got somebody in that city I can call that I believe is somebody that's a true friend, or somebody that's going to hold me down. Or, you know, and if they can't pick up the phone, I try to, you know, get, you know, a couple of other calls. Damn. Let me get this. Somebody, yeah. I'm trying to be somebody else's homeboy. Hold on one second.
So everyone that's tuning in, make sure you keep supporting him.
My bad, cuz.
He's doing some major moves. He got his own
233.
Let me show you what he got. This is his gear.
233. So when you come around,
so get your winter hats, get your Christmas gifts. You know, everyone, look at this. It's 3D material. You can see the bump on it, so it's not. You see, it's bumped right there. So it's 3D. This is his own line right here. He got the baseball caps. He got hoodies. He got T-shirts. So go support him.
Yeah, TSC
Great
Connected.
Prices. Where's the website again?
TSCconnected.com. TSCconnected.com. You can go check it out. We building a new page for the BABC, but TSCconnected.com. If you look through it, we got a future for music. We got a future for artists. We got a future for other brands. Just give us the time to really build a platform for you guys so it's worth your while. But we did it before, we're going to do it again, and we just want to keep, you know, like, it's called TSC Connected because we want everybody that I know to be connected with y'all, and I want everybody that's connected with y'all to be connected with GG. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be all of those things. You know what I'm saying? Yep. You got to stay connected or else it never comes back full circle, right?
Facts.
So that's how you do it. You know, like here, nobody's going to reach each other, right? When you connect and you get it, comes all the way around, right? So you got to continue to do that. So don't ever, you know, quiet mouths don't get fed, they don't get hurt.
Right.
Always speak, man. And if you love what you love and you do what you do,
keep going. Don't stop. Don't stop for nobody. And I don't want you to stop for your music. Honestly. Yeah. I just heard his music for the first time, and oh my God, like, I'm just mind blown. Like, I cannot believe you did not keep on going with it. I mean, you have a talent.
I appreciate it.
You really do. And he sings, ladies, he sings.
I don't sound too good, but that
auto-tune is
amazing.
He does sound good.
That auto-tune is amazing. They better not do an unplug for me. If that's another reason why I want to have because like they be trying to get me to be on one of those things like T-Pain. They didn't know T-Pain could really sing.
Yeah.
And then he took that vocoder off, and next thing you know, he was hooting and hollering. So, you know, I really don't. I really don't want to go through all of that.
He definitely can sing. I mean, support his music. He's doing it, and you know, go check out his music on SoundCloud. That's all I gotta say. And then you're gonna be like, damn, GGirl was right. He can sing. He got music, and listen to his lyrics. What he's saying, he spit knowledge in his music. That's why I don't like to listen to music you can't understand it, or if it's just spitting for something. I like when you listen to music and you can be like, I can relate to that. I can relate to that. You know, it's real shit what we deal with, and that's what your music. I'm like, I can relate to some things what you're saying. So it's like, you know, that's good. That means like you have and not old music is new music to someone that never heard. Always remember that. Everybody.
I agree. You know, like my type of music right now is for the more, you know what I'm saying, like the people that you go open enough for him. Okay. It's for the people right now that's just like really trying to like to stay on some focus, some positivity, man. Some focus, positivity, and we're trying to do that with our friend. So the music has always been, you know, me personally, if you're going to sit down and listen to my stuff, you're going to get something out of it. You ain't just going to be listening to something and we ain't killing everybody and selling the most kilos of cocaine because, you know what I'm saying? When we was younger, that was cool. But, you know, what up, Cadillac? To me, it's just, you know, if you're going to give me 3.45 minutes of your life, then could I at least instill something that's empowering or just some inspiration and some rider music, you know what I'm saying? So it's a little bit more on the mature end, and it's smooth. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, smooth. It's definitely smooth. And I could see you doing like once a day, coming on, doing like a show, and like just like doing a speech to people, just to lift them up. Because the way you talk, it's like I feel like you're like a big brother I never had. You're like, I could come to you, be like, you know, say anything to you, and you would understand where I'm coming from.
Yo, God put us in this place because, you know, we're human, number one, but more importantly, you know, some people, you know, you just value people. I value every person that's ever crossed paths in my life. You said who inspired me? Every single person that's ever crossed paths, good, bad, rich, poor, all of that. I was never put on this earth to judge nobody. I was never put on this earth, you know, to do anything other than what he gives me every single day. What he gives me every single day is a chance.
That's so...
You know, so every person that, you know, like, again, I always open it up, and you know, to be your big bro, hell yeah, I'm signing up for that for anybody, because I had big bros, I got big bros, I got little bros, you know what I'm saying? I got aunties everywhere, I got moms everywhere. That's that family thing, you know? That's that family thing, and if we do what we're supposed to do for each other, then our job is done, right?
Facts.
Our job is done, and that's only, you know, that's my life. Touching people, you know. And you said, do I do that? Yeah, every morning I get up and I try to give some, you know, share my life and just encourage people and give some motivation, because somebody needs to hear it. And if one person, you know, receives that and they move forward and they like, yeah, I'm out of the funk and I can get it, my job is always done. Because believe it or not, there's more therapy for me as well, to know that, you know, I got it off my chest, because maybe I'm talking myself into motivation, right? Maybe I'm spitting that to make sure that I'm, you know, training my mind to be motivated, but somebody else needs to hear it too.
Definitely.
So, you know, we're just going to keep pushing each other until we get to where we need to get to.
Yep. Real recognize real. That's what I say. And,
absolutely.
The kids, we have to do everything for our children, because our children are the future.
Absolutely.
And, you know, I stand by that. I stamp that with my approval and everything. I'm really about that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
And I can tell you the same way. You know, you keep saying I'm 45. I just turned 42. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm almost 50. Like, I'm going through the numbers. But I want to make sure my kids have a foundation. So if I ever go, boom, they like, oh, my mom brought that up. You know, my mom made that. My mom did that, you know. And that's I'll be looking down like, that's a good feeling, because it was for you guys. So it works out. I did my job.
Absolutely. Just know, all of the kids out there, man, or parents, make sure your kids know how special they are and how they are truly the future. Without them, we ain't got nothing. Because, you know, if the kids don't want to take care of us when we get older, we in trouble, man. We in trouble. They're going to roll us off into Death Row Gardens in Florida and just
leave us
there. But salute them. Salute the kids, man.
Definitely. The kids of the future. Definitely. Always on that. Let them know, again, your social media. Yeah,
man. Thank you guys for tuning in. Number one, Gigi, I appreciate you bringing me on.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
So icy. So fly, so everything, man. I appreciate everybody, all of the viewers and stuff like that. You can follow me on Instagram, FW Speilberg, Facebook, FW Speilberg, Yard Crashers on YouTube, FW Speilberg on TikTok. You can visit the website, www.tscconnected.com. And soon to be coming is the BABC website, bullybadassclub.com. So if you guys are interested in bullies or anything like that, holla at me. I can introduce you to the game and show you some love the same way that the OGs did for me. Anything else in life, I'm always open for any type of discussion, positivity, and, you know, we could talk more about blessing each other. Let's get it popping.
What about some jewelry? Come out your own jewelry line.
Jewelry? I'm not, you know, like jewelry. I
don't
think I can design it. I don't think I can design it.
I'll be a designer.
I can wear it though. I can definitely wear it. I like glasses though. I like glasses.
Also, come on with your glass line, like sunglasses.
Yeah, I'm a sunglass guy, but one thing at a time. We're gonna rock the Badass Bully Club right now. We're gonna bring that club up to a whole other level.
Your thing right there, your logo right there.
Yeah, definitely, right here in the BABC.
Yeah, why not?
We'll see.
Well, hopefully you come out with that.
Absolutely.
Is there any shout out you want to give?
Shout out Ill Will, shout out Vega Dawn, shout out you, shout out everybody, shout out Kathy who's been on there. You know
she's a great supporter.
Kathy's been on there, John's been on there, Cadillac. My man Eddie Kane, Bonilla, he's got me out here right now actually, so I'm out here doing some other stuff, but we got a chance to link up. Eddie's over there probably doing billion-dollar deals right now. This guy's fascinating with it, man, but, you know, I mean, you know, the BABC, man, means a lot of things. Right now, let's build a better community with it, all right?
That's dope. That's dope. I appreciate you coming on the Iccy Show. Is there anything else you would like to say before we wrap it up?
Peace.
Thank you for tuning on to the Iccy Show. If you want to be on my show, inbox me, Jackie Brown with 2 C's. And if you're interested, get your music video on Wednesdays at Digital Boombox TV, 7 to 9 p.m. Submit it to farrowbacon@gmail.com. And free the jails and keep being positive, everyone.
Peace.